caused unrest in Fontaine not too long ago. All of those are substances that can heighten your sensitivity to elemental energy.
That stuff gave us a lot of trouble when we first came to Sumeru.
Ah, yes. I definitely remember that.
In Sumeru, it's not uncommon to use incense indoors, so its presence wouldn't arouse suspicion. The flowers in the room could also serve to mask the scent.
Flowers are pretty important to this plan, huh? The glazed lily is native to Liyue. It would be completely unnatural to have one here in Sumeru if it weren't for the exhibition. What a cool...
Actually, it's not a coincidence at all.
No wonder he was willing to pay a small fortune to rent out the hotel.
He probably used the mora Yelena left him, don't you think? That money was supposed to set him free. But in the end, it was just a tool for his revenge.
There's a saying among forensic doctors in Fontaine. But up until this point, we haven't been able to detect any trace of Kiria's activities. That's not because he was coming and going undetected, but because he's been disguised as someone else this entire time.
Creating such an intricate mechanism out of a glaze lily. Setting up the spirit borneal in advance. And arranging for Sylvain and Lucien to stay at the hotel. It all points to one person. The expert in charge of the entire exhibition. The mora spent to rent out the hotel. The way the Auguste flower was cultivated. The method used to disguise his appearance. It all points to one person. The boy who inherited Yelena's legacy. Kiria and Edgar are one and the same.
But Kiria was only in his teens back then. He wouldn't even be 40 years old by now. Edgar's lived here for so many years. Even if he changed his appearance, going that long without giving an...
Bad news, Sheriff! Mr. Edgar was attacked!
What?
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out of his room. It was giving off a really ominous aura. But before we could even react, the figure up and disappeared like some sort of ghost or something. Do you think Kiria kidnapped him?
I need you to think very carefully about this.
I mean, Mr. Edgar was so frail. I don't see how he could have moved.
It would seem Master decided to tap into an ill-advised source of power.
What? But that's so dangerous with the condition he's in.
But why? Why would he do that?
No. If his aim was to target everyone who had a hand in Yelena's death...
If he left Sylvain alive yesterday, not out of a desire to see him suffer, but to confirm the truth about why Yelena chose to die...
Then there's still one target left.
The shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
Where in the world did he go? Let's ask the merchants nearby.
A shadow-like figure with an ominous aura. Sorry, I didn't see anything. A shadow-like figure with a... Sorry.
Time to go. A ghost!
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath. Can you...
I saw... How could...
It's all right. I can detect a faint whiff of the scent from here. I would... It's this way. Please, follow me.
Into the wind! If it's useful, I'll take it.
The scent is getting stronger. This must be the place.
Ready to rumble!
Oh! O's! Are you alright? Were you attacked?
No, I'm all right.
Let me take a look.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason...
This feeling, I've encountered it before.
Everything looks all right. It was probably just the stress of the chase, combined with the impact of the environment.
I can't rest. Mr. Edgar is still in there. He taught my sister how to make perfume. He's a good man.
O's, you need to calm down and listen to me. Edgar is the one we're after.
But how is that possible? Mr. Edgar is 70-something. Changing your...
That's precisely why he had to resort to extraordinary measures to age himself. Kyria used a delusion to bring back the Auguste flower, corroding his body in the process, just like his older sister.
No. He couldn't have. Mr. Edgar has been in Port Ormos for years. If someone started him...
And what if the impersonation started before he ever set foot in Sumeru? I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real Edgar in Fontaine not long after his... While Edgar was incarcerated, Kyria started making preparations to replace him, including forcefully aging his body, studying perfumery, and planning the real Edgar's demise. The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous desire to let go of the... And Sumeru fit the bill to a T, with no one around to question his identity. All he had to do was grow a beard. As the years went by, he removed his disguise little by little and continued to refine his skills.
That explains why Sylvain said he barely recognized Edgar back at the hotel! He aged himself decades beyond his years just so he could accomplish...
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not that kind of person.
What you really need is to get out of here and...
No,
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter how slight, should not be treated lightly. I know how to relieve your symptoms, Mr. Ooze. Please come with me and rest. I'm sure Kyria... No, Edgar.
Kale's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here. From our brief exposure to a goose, it would seem the substance has little effect on it. This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision or capable of wielding elemental power are more resistant to the effects. Actually, now that I think about it, I hate to trouble you.
Thanks. Hear that? We're heading out. There's work to be done.
Got it.
Traveler, Emily, Paimon, please be careful. For someone whose only purpose in life is revenge, there is no—
Don't worry. This isn't the end. Not for us. We're not going to let a goose kill anyone else. It's time for the mythos to fade. Monsters? Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
Stop it now!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Alley-oop!
Neutralize! I've never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Whoa, look at all the Auguste flowers! There are so many of them. I can't believe a single person did all this.
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon. Using a delusion comes at a cost. Not just time, but the time—
But why would Kiria need— He only needed a few bottles of Auguste to carry out his plan, right?
Perhaps hatred wasn't the only emotion fueling his obsession. Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the flowers but Kiria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire life for someone with nowhere to call home. Perhaps dying among a bed of Auguste flowers just—
Thank you.